Pawny is a 3D chess-based puzzle platformer that's available for PC. It was developed by 5 students from the University of Barcelona who have come across my channel, and so they said, would you mind having a play about and let us know what you think? And I thought, well, yes please, thank you very much, I will. Pawny has a really great concept where you play as the king from a chess game, which is pretty much the most defenceless piece on the board. And what you have to do is navigate through each of these different levels to get to like the end finish line. Each world has slightly different mechanics, but the end goal is always to get your king across the line. And to do so, you'll need to avoid all of the AI kind of other chess pieces moving around the checkered board as you go. The way how you die is if you come into line and can be taken, just like how a normal chess piece would. So a rook, if like you're horizontal or vertically aligned with the rook and there's nothing blocking its line of sight, then you lose your life. Same with pawns. If you end up just in front of it but diagonally, you'll lose a life there. The queen that's a nightmare because obviously she can see everywhere, so you need to make sure that you stay out of lines of direct sight from her. And the one that kept on causing me problem was the knight, because I kept forgetting that it's an L shape. And so I kept on wandering into its line of sight and then being taken that way. The levels aren't massively complicated to begin with, but they start to add in extra mechanics such as powering up kind of like walls or detonations or explosions with batteries, pushing and pulling blocks around, and so on and so forth, to try and add complexity into the mix. And a lot of this starts to become quite timing based, because as the different pieces of chess move around, you need to make sure that you stay hidden from their lines of sight as you move. That all works really well in principle, and whilst I know that the game is in beta, it's been released publicly for people to play with a awful problem with a bug that recurred for me every single level multiple times. And that is that sometimes the logic for the chess pieces moving around didn't trigger, or it would break mid-level, and so there would be like a question mark and an exclamation mark would pop out from various chess pieces' heads, and it's kind of letting you know that they're stuck and that they don't seem to understand what the game wants them to do. And what this would do for me more often than not is break the level, because it would normally be a rook or a queen or a knight or a bishop that would be in a position where you can't pass the line of sight, and so you'd restart the level and they would still be broken, and what you'd have to do is come out and go back in again and hope that it would work this time around. The problem was that each time I'd go into a level, something different would break. And so it's not just like a bug on a couple of different things, it seems to be a bug around logic in general. Specifically, if I moved close to a chess piece, it would kind of bug out and be like, nope, not moving. But the problem with that is that quite often you're manoeuvring in tight spaces, and that would then make a level impossible to clear. I have to say, after the first world, I was so frustrated with this that I kind of gave up. So whilst I really appreciate the concept and the design, and I think that this kind of idea has really good legs, in its current state I wouldn't necessarily recommend it to play because it is broken to the core with the way how chess pieces move around. Once that's been sorted, I actually think Pawny would be a really decent experience to play. It doesn't look AAA, obviously, because it's a university project, but it's got personality and it does the trick. It just needs that logic sorted out so that you can actually play the levels without them breaking. I won't be doing a written review for this game just yet because it is out in beta, but I just wanted to kind of showcase that if you're a viewer and you come across this channel and you've got little budding projects, I've got a few other people that have sent these types of projects across to me, and I will be putting out videos on them over time. So yeah, my contact details are in the YouTube contact page. Get in touch. You guys take care. Thanks for watching, and keep on going with these little DIY projects. We'll make publishers and game developers out of us all yet. Higher Plane Games is part of the Higher Plane Network, a completely independent media outlet supported by people like you. The goal is to create the best possible content that cultivates a richer indie scene for games as well as music and entertainment. To find out more and to get involved, visit patreon.com/higherplane network. Your support makes all the difference, and in return you'll gain access to bonus content and downloads. Thank you for watching.